Hey everybody, Matt Hartman here again for Drunkard's Walk. Thanks so much for listening again this week, and a big thank you to Jesse L.E. for our theme music and Nick Carmio for our artwork. As always, we appreciate them, and we appreciate you listening. And we also want to give a shout-out to one of our newest patrons. In fact, our newest patron on Patreon, that's Aaron Hertz. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us and becoming a patron on our Patreon page. This is falling apart very, very quickly. But yeah, we have a Patreon. I mentioned it last week. If you're interested, go check it out. Also, check out our link tree. That's linktr.ee/drunkardswalk. You can get links to all of the different things Drunkards Walk related there, including the topic suggestion form. So we're always looking for more topic suggestions. If you've got them, send them our way. All right, I think it's time to start the episode. So let's go. Whee!
You did it! Congratulations, everyone! You found us! You found the latest episode of Drunkards Walk, the podcast! Unless you're, listening to this well after we release it, in which case it's not the latest episode, and what the hell took you so long? Honestly, we've been worried. We've been worried. You don't call, you don't write. And not only am I worried, but my co-host Matt Hartman is also worried. Matt, tell the people how worried you are.
Oh, hi. Are they okay? Are they okay? I thought they were dead in a ditch somewhere.
I mean, honestly, it's the least you can do is let us know that you're all right.
Exactly. We're not asking
also,
for a lot.
Put a coat on. It's freezing outside.
It is cold outside, and it is too cold for shorts, as a matter of fact. So please,
honestly,
would you just?
And you got a little schmutz on your face. Just let me lick this napkin.
Lick your thumb. There you go. You got it. And you
there we go.
Oh, perfect. Ugh, gosh, it is. I know you're embarrassed. But we're watching out for you. We just want what is best for you.
Yeah. Can we talk to your parents? Let us talk to your parents, and we will make sure it's okay.
That's right.
They need to know that if you're going to sleep over, that you have that bedwetting problem. All right. And a lot of kids your age do.
Wait.
I wet my bed into my 30s. Okay. So it's nothing to be embarrassed of.
It's kind of actually at that point, I think it might be worth being a little embarrassed at that point.
Are you pee shaming people who wet their beds into their 30s?
Am I pee shaming? I guess I am.
I guess bedwetting could be a variety of liquids, but I was thinking along the more traditional route of peeing in the bed.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a point in life where the moistening of your bed stops being urine and starts being a different fluid.
Please no.
Everybody, if you're a premium subscriber, I've built a graph that shows peak bed moistening by liquid by year of life.
You're not going to like it.
There are some surprises in there. Yeah,
there are.
Yeah,
there are some things in there that I honestly did not expect. Some of those substances. First of all, I had to look up two of them.
Yeah. Well, DDP is short for Diet Dr. Pepper, so that probably clears that up because that's where I'm at right now. I'm heavy into my DDP years.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that one.
I take a Diet Dr. Pepper to bed. It's a terrible choice, and I usually spill it on my sheets.
Right. Well, my problem is with the way that you keep it open in your hand as you fall asleep. I feel like if you would just set it down, you wouldn't spill nearly as much of it, or put the cap on. For goodness sakes, you're not going to drink it anyway. Just put the cap on.
But if I wake up and I'm thirsty, I want it right there.
Yeah.
Anywho, Matt,
what's up?
People, this is not our liquid spilt in bed podcast. That's a whole different. It's a whole different thing. This is the podcast where we go through Wikipedia from one page to another, clicking on not but the links contained therein.
Wow. Well phrased, my friend.
Thank you. Well, I've got it carved in a wood plaque above my computer. So that's what we do here, and that's hopefully what you tuned in for.
Yeah, I agree 100%. We're gonna start where we left off last week. And if you haven't listened to last week's episode yet, because maybe you're listening to them in reverse order, which good for you. Like kind of doing a little memento. I said momentum at first, memento thing. But we stopped at Transcendental Youth, and we'll be going off. We don't even know where, Jethro. That's the thing. I love when I get on these calls and it's time to record, because there are so many possibilities in front of us. It's like a blank slate. Like anything could happen.
Infinite possibilities.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we always get our topic suggestions from a guest. We invite on a guest, somebody who has submitted a topic suggestion, and we say, "Hey, why don't you come on and talk about it and tell the people about it?" And we have a guest today, Jethro.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Who is
Ooh,
it?
hey guys. Oh man, I almost didn't make it. I was drying my bed off.
Oh, wow. Brett, how did your bed get moistened? Take your liberty to share.
No.
Well, he's got to
trade
record the
secrets.
data. Come on, Brett, please.
No,
You've got to tell us. It's for science. For
You know
God's
what?
sake.
Okay.
We've got
I'll
an
submit that
anonymous
through the
form
form
you can
later.
fill out. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, submit it through the form. It's not a different form. Make sure you go to our Liquid on Mattress podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, which is amazing. Brett Bavar is here. Brett, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be
we
back.
really appreciate you coming. And yeah, it has been a while, man. My goodness, how many seasons has it been? Like 8, 9 seasons since we've heard from you?
I don't think so. Maybe 4 or so.
4? Okay. Well, what was the last time we talked to you?
I think
want
it
to
was
say
Subwoofer. Subwoofer had been just performing at Eurovision.
That's right, because we had you gave us Eelvis, didn't you?
Eelvis.
First?
Yeah.
That was first, yeah.
Was the first one, and then Subwoofer because we had it was another connection to Eurovision. And so we learned all kinds. That was in season 7, and we're now in season 12. So yeah,
Wow.
that's where we are. That's how long it's been. It is great to see it. How have you been? What's been up in the world of Brett?
I've been great. Got a new job. Got a
Nice.
new place. A lot of things have changed in the last couple of years. Yeah, I don't know. Things are good. It's good to see you guys. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been right here. We've done nothing. Nothing has changed for us in any way, shape,
I
or
know,
form.
and I still listen regularly. I keep up all the time. I really enjoy the show.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
thank you very
testament
much.
to you that you have the endurance to withstand our prattling for so many years.
Yeah. And you're one of the few listeners that didn't discover us through Escape This Podcast.
Yeah.
I know, right? It was either improv or that, one or the other. Yeah.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Or occasionally we're related to the person. Every now and again, we have an actual familiar relationship. So this is so great. It's so great to see you. Have you been doing any improv lately?
I was in a house team that ended a few months ago, but before that, I spent about a year and a half on a house team at Arcade Comedy that I really enjoyed, called Drew's Dad.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, and there you said it's ended now, so people can't even go see
it ended some months back, but there's new house teams, and everyone should go. My schedule doesn't permit, but I will be back to it every few years, as I usually do.
It does. It's hard to quit. It's hard to get away.
Yeah, I intend to get back for sure.
Good deal.
Yeah,
Good deal.
Yeah,
Man.
that's great. Well, everybody, then you've got to go check out Arcade Comedy Theater and see if Brett happens to be there. And so you're just going to have to keep going back until you find him, folks.
That's right.
That's your role here.
Just go there and demand me. Just tell them that they you want me back, and then maybe they'll offer me enough money that I'll fit it in.
Yeah,
enough money.
I mean,
any money would be nice.
Those sweet improv bucks. Yeah,
that's where the money is. Yeah, I heard if you're going to be an improviser, you should also become a notary public, because that's where you can make the big money, is notary public.
Yeah, well, they make their mark in their own way, right?
Oh, okay.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw what you did. Let's move on. Brett, we have invited you on, of course, to give us a topic suggestion for a place that we can go through Wikipedia. We know we're starting at Transcendental Youth. Tell us, where will we be going tonight?
Tonight we are headed to Aphantasia. That's spelled Aphantasia.
And tell us about. So I'm guessing that aphantasia is like the lack of Fantasia.
Yeah.
So I've contributed my bit.
Nice. I love it.
Aphantasia is the condition of a person with the inability to visualize things in their mind's eye, basically, or some would say the lack of a mind's eye, or in. Perhaps it's even a spectrum where some people see nothing, some people see something very vivid, and other people see, something somewhere in between.
Interesting. Now, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, it's actually, so recently I've seen lots of videos, articles online where people just like you discover for the first time, and they either fall on usually one camp or the other. Wow, I had no idea anyone didn't see images in their head, or wow, I had no idea anyone did see images in their head. And then the discussions are so vigorous, and people denying that the others could be telling the truth, and oh, it must just be communication. And but really, I think it's a for me, it's fascinating to hear what others say because I personally am more aphantagic. There are only very limited conditions under which I've had mental imagery in my own head. And it's fascinating to try and understand what that's like for other people.
So what do you experience? So if I were to say, close your eyes and imagine there's a polar bear riding a bicycle and he's flipping a finger to Abraham Lincoln, who's eating an ice cream cone. Like, is it just gray, black nothingness for you?
Yeah, there's not really a visual experience associated with that. It's more conceptual. So words, ideas, concepts, the things in my head tend to link into sort of a knowledge graph of ideas rather than visual, either a visual imagination or visual memory or visual flashbacks, and any of those kinds of things don't really happen.
Okay, but there's not like even like the concepts written on a chalkboard kind of imaging. There's no image component to it whatsoever.
No, not really. Yeah.
Fascinating.
The only time where I really have personally experienced the kind of visual imagery is when I'm in a sort of near sleep state, like right before falling asleep or right after waking up, when it feels like I'm still kind of in a dream state. And there have been some times I've felt like what maybe what it's like for others more of the time.
Do you have visual experiences when you dream?
Yes.
Okay. See, I saw that I read somewhere recently that was like one of the big hypotheses for why we dream, because brain real estate is super valuable. And if it goes fallow, then other senses will kind of take over the dormant real estate. Like, if you truncate a limb or something, like that brain space will get taken over by other capabilities and very quickly. So dreaming was a mechanism by which the visual system was able to retain its claim on certain amounts of brain real estate by staying active when you slept, when you don't normally have that incoming stimulus. So that's why dreams are highly visual, because they're basically retaining that space for the visual element to be used later when you're awake.
Wow. That could make sense. Yeah. I mean, and it's, for me, I do have the visual stimulus when I'm awake, what's actually in front of my eyes. So that would make perfect sense.
So you can see.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
we should have established it. We should have established that.
We were tiptoeing around it. I didn't want to be awkward.
That's true.
You reminded me of I went to this play in New York last year where the lights were completely off. Right? It's completely pitch dark, and they make the entire experience through sound, the voices of the players, sound effects, as well as some sensory experience like rushing air and such. Yeah. And fascinating experience for me going in there and just starting to kind of, I had no visual input at all, except maybe what seemed like maybe the pulsation of electrical waves, just kind of like colors pulsing over my visual. I don't know even what to call it, over my mind's eye, perhaps.
I went to a similar experience in Disney World with the Muppets, where they have they spray water in your face. And there's rats running around. So
that's not in darkness. That's that's in a 3D movie.
It's 4D, Matt. It's 4D.
Excuse me, 4D movie. Though there was a great Disney World experience called the Extraterrestrial Encounter, where the lights went out at one point, and then it was as if this vicious alien escaped and was running around the theater, and it would jump on your shoulders, and it would drool on you and breathe on you, and yeah, that was amazing. Okay, Brett, I have to ask you though, so because I'm on the other end of the spectrum, right? I absolutely picture things in my mind, and I see images. So when you read, when you're reading a book. All right. So there's two questions that I actually have for this. One is closely connected to what we're talking about, and then one is a little less connected. But when you are reading, I'm guessing you're not visualizing any of the stuff that's being described, right? You're just
That's
reading it and understanding what it is, and that's it, right?
That's right. Yeah, it has a lot of side effects. Like it's easy to forget what happened in a story. It's best to remember it by the plot points for me, and anything that gets very flowery in its descriptions of the setting doesn't help me at all.
Yeah.
It just loses me after a while, which is why, in fact, Lord of the Rings was a bit difficult for
That's
me.
what I was going to say. Yeah, that's got to be a really tough couple of
Book
books
one
right there.
and book
Yeah.
6 in particular were
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
lots of flowery descriptive language. I was much happier with the middle. That was very plot heavy.
So let me ask you this then. This is a little not as connected, but it is a question that I talk to people about reading a lot. When you are reading a book, do you hear a voice in your head as you are reading as if it is being spoken out loud, but in your head?
Yes, I actually have very vivid mind's ear.
Okay. As
To the
do
point.
I. As
Okay.
do I. But I have heard, and I didn't know this, that many people experience reading without that. That it is not
Yeah.
like it is being spoken. And that's why it takes me longer to read stuff than other people, because I am like literally reading it out loud in my head versus other people can just read and it doesn't do that. Jethro, which camp are you in?
For me, I am cursed by the sounds of voices constantly in my head. So even when I'm not reading, the voices are there and they're telling me to do things, and I keep them at bay as best I can.
Oh, okay.
But no, I absolutely am a person who reads out loud in my head when reading a book.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, Brett. So if you think about like a movie that you love, when you reminisce about that, is there a visual memory that is triggered in any way? Or like if you think about Star Wars, there's just nothing going on visually as you do.
It's not really visual at all. Yeah, I can recognize the visuals when they come back, of course.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
But
I mean,
it also means that like when I've read a fiction book and then there's been a movie adaptation and other people have said it's nothing like I imagined it. I had no idea what they were talking about.
Right.
All the concepts
plot
are the
points
same.
happened.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
They changed that plot point.
I'm gonna ask you another one, Brett. I feel like I'm just like, so tell me more about like weird stuff. When you think back on experiences in your life, you have no visual, like it doesn't you don't see pictures of like this amazing landscape that you once saw, or this incredible moment that you had on stage, or at graduation, or like whatever. It's just like you remember the feelings, but you don't have a visual part of it. Is that correct?
Mostly remember things in the past as stories, stories that happened to me, as opposed to, putting myself in my perspective visually. Yeah.
This is so wild. I love this. I love this because it's so different.
This is exactly what happens online every time this concept comes up for people for the first time.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
Well, you're the first openly aphantasic person I've met. So
I know.
Pardon me while I barrage you
Mostly
with
in the closet.
Yeah. All right. Last question for me on this topic. By virtue of your experience, do you feel it? I'm going to make a blanket statement. You tell me whether you think it's true or false with regards to you and or the aphantasic community at large. Do you think that visual media are more, less, or as evocative emotionally for you as they are for everyone else?
Interesting.
I don't know if I can compare to other people, but I will say that for me, they are the most evocative of media for me. Right?
Okay.
So for me, at the very least, I strongly prefer the visual in the form of theater and film and video games and immersive experiences of all sorts, right? Because they just really help me realize things in a way that I would not otherwise. Yeah. And of course, being a very auditory person, like I said, both in my mind's ear and just loving music really speaks to me.
Yeah.
In the way that I think sometimes people associate sights with memories and feelings and stuff, I do that a lot more with sound and music.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm going to be interested to see, and I mean, you may know this already, but if this is something that is nature versus nurture, right? Is this something that is developed more by the experiences that somebody has, or is it all inborn and you're just born one way or the other? I'm very curious about, and I don't know. Do
Yes,
you know about that, Brett?
I don't know for myself. I know that some people believe that it can happen in a response to an experience that the mind is sort of shutting out.
Oh,
Which,
wow. Okay.
I'm not saying I necessarily have repressed memories or anything that
Right,
drove this
right.
for me. I don't know. But I will say that one of the nice things, one of the pros of this is for me is that I don't ever have traumatic flashbacks about anything from my past. I've known people that plagues them, but it doesn't
Yeah.
happen to me, you know?
I mean,
Um,
imagine like, being a kid and seeing your dad walk around naked one time, and your brain is like, I
Forever.
don't want to remember any visuals from here on out.
Yep, yep.
Not that happened to me. Anyway, yeah. So are there, and again, not that you're not worthy and important to talk to, but are there any more famous people with aphantasia
There
that you know
are,
of?
yep,
Can
yep.
you name them?
And there, I can name one very well-known example, which is kind of a surprising one for many people, which is Ed Catmull, the founder of Pixar.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, I read his book.
Hmm. And
interesting.
it surprises people often when people in the visual arts, I
Yeah,
think, have this condition. But it doesn't necessarily prevent you from doing those arts. You just have to kind of realize it
yeah,
through iteration in
gotcha.
media instead of just
That's
imagining it in your head first, right?
that's
How how
crazy.
prev how prevalent is it? Like, what percentage of the population has this?
That's a good question. I am looking at the article right now, but I'm not positive at the moment. I'll let you know if I see it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, we can find that out too if we get to that
Yeah.
page and it's on there. And if it's not on there, we can look it up some other way as well. But this is fascinating, Brett. You've once again brought us an amazing topic. I can't wait to learn more about it once we get there, but also just try to figure out how on earth we're going to get from the album Transcendental Youth to it's aphantasia or aphantasia.
I say aphantasia.
Aphantasia. Oh, I did it. Okay, there's a third answer. There's a third option.
Yeah. I think there's
Okay.
a couple pronunciations even on the article. So.
All right. Well, this is awesome. I cannot wait to get there and discover what we're doing. And wow, this is great. Thank you so much for it.
Of course.
Before we let you go, I gotta ask you though, are you having a drink this evening, Brett?
I am a very exciting tangerine spindrift tonight. Delicious.
Oh, Jethro, that sounds like something you'd be drinking.
Oh yeah. Is it
Yeah.
alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
It is not. Are there alcoholic spindrifts?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Never heard
I'm
of
not
it.
Okay.
familiar with the brand.
Oh, okay. It's so spindrift is like a sparkling water with a bit of juice in it. So it's
Okay.
actually very low cal, almost zero, but a lot more flavorful than the typical sparkling waters.
Oh, that actually sounds good because all of
Hmm.
those other flavored waters I get, and I'm like, why is this? As Jethro says, it's almost as if, what do you say? It's like somebody dreamed the flavor of lemon in this water or something like that.
That's what I say.
Not
I'm known for
visualized it
saying.
though. A Fantasia uh, version of the flavor. Jethro, how about you, buddy? You having anything to drink?
I'm having two beverages.
Oh,
Number one is I'm having a Larceny bourbon whose ice is totally melted. And then as a backup, I'm having a sparkling black raspberry La Croix.
there we
Uh,
go. There we go. Yeah.
and you, sir, what are you having?
I am drinking. I've gone back to my advent calendar because I haven't worked all the way through my advent calendar yet. So
Nice.
I'm drinking. It's day 10, and it is Yellowstone bourbon. If you've ever had Yellowstone, it's a fairly popular bourbon. This is from their flavors, their special finishes collection. It is a toasted oak stave Kentucky straight bourbon. 50% alcohol with notes of toffee, black tea, and cinnamon, some vanilla and walnut and white pepper in there as well.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's very tasty. It has a very different taste than a lot of bourbons that I've had before, but I like it. So I say, if you're into this type of thing, folks, go check out Yellowstone and check out the toasted version.
Nice.
Hmm.
Well, Brett, we cannot thank you enough for joining us and once again educating us on another cool topic. And we look forward to making our way there. And thank you so much for dropping in.
All right, have fun, guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Brett. Take care. All right, Jethro. So we know what we're looking for. Oh my gosh, I accidentally I dropped my little book on my keyboard, and it deleted a thing on our spreadsheet. But I fixed it. Don't worry, it's all good.
Thank goodness.
So we've done our drinks because we talked to Brett about what he had. So basically, all we got to do here is put in our guesses as far as how many steps we'll take.
I've already written mine down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm coming in hot, as they say.
I'll write mine down too then. And I see that you've already written in the spreadsheet that it is probably you that will win today.
Oh yeah.
You're usually pretty good at guessing these things, though you've yet to win this season.
Yeah. No, I'm due.
You're something. But yeah, we got to get from Transcendental Youth over to Aphantasia. And let's do it. Let's see what we got here, because we're starting on this album from the Mountain Goats from October 2nd, 2012. Their genre, by the way, we argued it a lot last week. Indie rock is their actual genre, so it says here.
And interestingly enough, shortly after we recorded that episode, my Facebook feed was flooded with Mountain Goats ads because they're apparently playing in Detroit. And it's disturbing that the algorithm, because I wasn't on Facebook when I did all that recording, and yet the algorithm knows.
It knows. Yeah, well, you said it into your microphone, so I think that was probably the problem. Jethro, I'm looking at the page for this album, and it's very short.
It is very short. Indeed it is. But I will say this, we only need one link to get out.
It is true. I don't see a ton of options that I love jumping out at me, but I guess there are some things. I mean, it's music, right? So we can get into sound, perhaps, and then does sound maybe get us into something about brain function related to images?
Sure. Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. Does it really?
Could be.
What do you see? I see links to things like there's a lot of reviewers on here, like the AV Club and MSN Music and American Songwriter, Metacritic are all linked on here. And then there's names of musicians, a lot of musicians linked. Washington State. Outside of that, I don't see. I mean, indie rock. It gets. Oh, there's instruments. There's a couple instruments: bass, trombone, and tenor saxophone.
There you go.
Linked on here as well as mixing and mastering. Maybe mastering is the way to go. I don't know. What do you think? What do you see here that is jumping out to you, man?
Not. I mean, I have the same page links that you do. So
I know.
Not a ton.
Do these mean anything to you? Do you see anything?
I mean, I would think that if Ed Catmull, the former head of Pixar, was a notable aphantasic, then maybe getting to something like the AV Club, which reviews movies, could get us to something in the film arts and get us to Pixar if we wanted to go the Ed Catmull route. Otherwise, we could go through something like mixing or mastering with the hope of getting to like some sort of cognitive neuroscience type, processing of sound and light and such. So mixing or mastering from that perspective would, have a chance of getting us into the brain, as it were.
I think my concern with going through something like Pixar is, even if we get to what's his name, Ed
Catmull.
Even if we get to Ed Catmull's page, is that page gonna talk about the fact that he is aphantasic?
It's probably going to have a link to list of famous aphantasics.
Yeah, I'm concerned that it won't. I'm concerned that his page may not mention this about him. That's my concern. Now, if you believe that it will, I'm happy to try to go that direction. But if we do go that direction and it does not mention him, I feel like we're going to be way off track at that point. I
mean, it's a valid concern. I normally like to dismiss everything you think out of hand, but I feel like it's a reasonable concern to have. So I cannot mock you for that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if any of these musicians that are listed on here have this or have aphantasia, but there's really no way of knowing. So yeah, I guess my feeling would be if we feel, the other problem is that I don't know that mixing and mastering are going to get us into that brain processing type of thing either at all. But I mean, they would probably get us into sound in some way, right? Which could get us into how one hears sound and how sound is processed in the brain, and that could get us in. So I
Yeah,
think I think well, I'm not sure if mixing or I guess mixing probably would be my vote because it's going to be more about sound than mastering, maybe
sure.
because
Why
sound is about
not?
production.
Let's do mixing. Let's go.
All right,
Let's
let's do
do.
it.
Let's
Let's
jump in.
hey, let's mix it up.
Oh, I see what you did there. You showed a lot of mastery with that one.
Yeah. Okay, so this actually takes us to a page that is called audio mixing parentheses recorded music. So this is very
Indeed.
specific. I guess there's a different audio mixing somewhere else. Is we are redirected from mixing music production. There's no disambiguation though. So I don't know what
Yeah.
else it would have been.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? On this page, yeah, a lot of mentions of mono, stereo, surround sound, compression, equalization. These are all words that I hear while I'm mixing the podcast. So it's
Indeed.
good to know that I'm doing it somewhat right. Transduction is on here. We've got multi-track recording, overdubbing, 8-track recorders. I'm not seeing anything that's like specifically just sound though.
Yeah.
You see anything like that?
I am not.
Hmm. It's a shame. Faders, panning, compressors, limiters. Yeah, reverbs. I bet wall of sound is on here somewhere.
Oh, very, very likely.
Processes that affect levels is on here, but when I mouse over it, nothing pops up. Echo
Okay.
chamber. I see echo chamber. Surround sound, sound card. Oh man, that takes me back. Get my what were they called? Something blaster, the audio blaster, or
So
sound
there's also
blaster.
live sound mixing. That's the difference. Recorded versus
Oh,
doing it live when a concert's going on.
I see. I see.
Okay. There we go.
ORTF configuration. It is a stereo technique. Dolby Atmos is on here.
Wall of sound is on here.
Is it? Well, that doesn't surprise me a bit.
It's at the bottom in the purple box. It's right after turntablism,
Hmm.
which is the art of manipulating sounds and recreating new music, sound effects, mixes, and other creative sounds and beats, typically by using 2 or more turntables and a crossfader DJ mixer.
Oh, all right then. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff down in the music production box down here. I see loudness war, click track, remix, medley, octave
So many
effect,
things.
flanging.
Oh, I love a good flanging.
Well,
Don't
yeah, I
even
think
get me started.
this might be a different thing than what you're thinking of.
Don't even get me started on a good flanging.
I guess I see microphone on here. That could maybe get us into stuff about sound. I mean, there's nothing here about hearing or listening or how the brain processes noise at all.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I was really pulling for that.
I mean, that was definitely what I was hoping for. Um, I don't know. What are you thinking here? I mean, a lot of these are interesting to me. I wouldn't mind learning more about surround sound or Dolby Atmos, but do you think there's a better? How about Thomas Edison? You think that he had
I mean, Thomas
aphantasia?
Thomas Edison could. I don't know if he was uh, dealt with aphantasia, but he certainly was a guy who was important in the development of film. He invent one of the early film cameras?
Edison? Did he?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I mean,
didn't
he
know
was
that
a
Edison
prolific
was.
inventor.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know. I didn't know that he did an early film camera. I mean, it's certainly possible.
Well,
Um,
if not, he did a whole bunch of shit, a lot of which had to do with video and audio recording,
okay.
and likely connects to psychology from there. I could be wrong, but he's at least going to have a big page. We know that much.
Hmm. What about there's a link to the song Sweet Dreams Are Made of This.
By Eurythmics?
Yeah. What about
Okay.
getting in there and getting into dreams somehow?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Um
I
that's
don't love it, but it's a thing.
that's a roll of the dice.
It is. It is.
What's your backup if if that doesn't have
Well,
anything?
I mean, it's going to be music, right? We're going to be able to, we're still in the world of music. It's not like we've gone super duper far from where we are now. Um, I don't know. I mean, there's also this mixing in 3D sound, which the Dolby Atmos is on, and maybe 3D sound talks a little bit about like how sound is perceived by people more. So I'm fine with that too. But listen, if you think Edison is the way to go, it's definitely going to be a large page. So
Yeah, I mean, I could go with something like a Dolby Atmos or something like that, because presumably they're going to talk about not just the production of sound, but also how it is consumed by the brain.
you would think, yeah.
I'm fine with that. Or Thomas Edison. I don't think Sweet Dreams Are Made of This
All
is
right.
uh, where we want to go.
Well, I guess, I mean, I know I brought up Dolby Atmos, but my concern now, when I stopped to think about it, was that may be a very small page with with very few links, whereas Thomas Edison, I feel like, is going to have a ton. So I would go Edison over Atmos.
Fantastic. It's in the history section. It is the first link. Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
Thomas
And
Alva Edison, born February 11th, 1847, and passed away October 18th, 1931, was an American inventor and businessman.
and there you go. As it says, inventions include the phonograph and the motion picture camera.
Very
So
good.
you were absolutely correct on that.
You're forgiven.
Oh, I didn't ask for, I didn't even say I was sorry. But I was just saying you were right. So well done.
Apology accepted.
Film is linked on here, and early motion pictures takes us to film. Although I don't know why is that going to help us actually?
Maybe. I mean, we're talking about like visualization. Ooh, interesting. So there's a link here to deafness.
Yes, I just found that myself.
All right.
I wonder
so
if
that's
deafness or ADHD is also on here. Is also linked on here.
Okay.
I wonder if either of these, because these are going to be brain things, right? We're going to be learning a little bit more.
They
about
are
the brain
things. You got it.
I love brain things.
Brain things are good things.
I got brain things.
All right, Forrest.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge page. This is a huge page. We're just scratching the surface.
We're just scratching the surface, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah, so it's possible that there's going to be, I mean, Newark, New Jersey is on here, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
Newark, New Jersey. I see carbon microphone. That's neat. A carbon microphone knows the carbon button microphone, a type of microphone, a transducer that converts sound to an electrical audio signal. Yeah, well, there you go. That about sums it up. I see Volta is on here.
Mm-hmm.
Vacuum tubes. Spencer Trask. JP Morgan. There's a ship, the Columbia, the SS Columbia. Patent office. Yeah, so far those things that we were talking about earlier, the ADHD and the deafness, look like the best paths because they to me feel like brain things, as I mentioned. The stuff I'm seeing further down seems more technological to me.
Gotcha.
Are you noticing that same type of thing, or are you seeing anything that looks?
I mean, there's
promising?
certainly a lot of technological detail here. I am down. I kind of jumped forward because I figured like we were kind of going at the same pace, so I thought I'd jump ahead since it is such a big page.
If you'd like,
And
sure.
near the end there, under marriages and children, it says Mary Edison died at the age of 29 of unknown causes, possibly from a brain tumor, and brain tumor is linked. Now, brain tumor, I think, is promising because one of the reasons that we kind of discover the functions of the brain is due to disorders like lesions and tumors and whatnot that basically shut off little parts of the brain, and we realize, oh, there's a localized function at that part. So it's possible that there are tumors that have led us to realize certain localized functions within the brain. So I think brain tumor could be a helpful thing because a brain tumor is also a brain thing.
I mean, it is absolutely a brain thing. I guess that's a possibility. Is it going to? I guess it would talk about brain function, right? I'm concerned it's going to focus on the the tumor itself and not so much the effects of the tumor, but it may, right? I mean, it probably will. I guess why wouldn't it? I've talked myself into it. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I've gone through quite a bit of the page at this point. I think that those three that we have, ADHD, deafness, or brain tumor, are definitely our best choices. If you had to eliminate one, which would you eliminate and not go to?
Uh ADHD.
Okay. Hmm.
Wow. All
Interesting.
right.
Interesting. Well, no, I'm just now that leaves me with deafness or brain tumor. Huh. I
I
guess
could
out of
make it
those two,
easier.
I guess out of those
I
two,
could
I'd go to brain
eliminate.
tumor.
You want to go to brain tumor?
I think I would out of those if those are my choices. Yeah.
Do we want to search the purple boxes, or are we happy to just to plow ahead with brain tumor?
I think searching the purple boxes is, as we've been told before, a bit of a cheat. So
You know what? I don't accept other people's judgment.
that's fine.
I
You
appreciate
don't have
that you
to.
put. Yeah, I appreciate that you put the folks from Escape This Podcast on a high pedestal, and they're lovely folks, and they do a
Well, they're,
great job. But
and
I
they're
don't
right.
accept their judgment.
They're correct.
Of that. No, they're not though.
Yeah, they are.
It's just personal preference. All right. Anyway,
Okay.
brain tumor it is. All right, let's
I
hear it
got
for brain tumor.
I got yeah, boy, oh boy, yay for us. Oh, there's a
It is
picture of
under marriages and children. It is in
yes.
the it's the first link in that category.
Yes,
All right.
indeed.
Also a very big page, I'll
It
say.
is. I did notice that human brain is one of the first things linked.
All
And I
right.
don't know why I didn't think that it would be, but that may be one of that may be our path. Just get into the brain.
I mean, maybe, but like it's a big page with a whole lot of stuff. So I feel like we should, spend a little time here.
I
Soak it
agree.
in.
I agree. I absolutely agree. There's a lot of folks, brain tumor, not a happy subject. So not a lot of funny stuff here on the page, but there are links here. Oh, you know what? You know what, Jethro?
What? What?
Not just the brain is linked in here, but the actual parts of the brain are linked. The
Oh
frontal
yeah.
lobe, the
Yeah.
temporal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital lobe, the cerebellum, the stem. So maybe these.
Probably the pons, the medulla oblongata.
Yeah, no, they're not on here. But I'm thinking that these things may be helpful, possibly. As see temporal lobe. I mean temporal lobe, right? Because that's all about memory.
Yeah.
Although I guess it's not really memory that we're talking about, is it?
I mean, isn't it though?
Well, part of it
Like,
is, right?
I mean, I feel like memory play because like when we asked, like when you recall a movie, do you recall the visual
Right,
simile? And the answer was no. So
right. But parietal lobe is on here, and that says uh, it can lead to, if there's a tumor, that can lead to problems with writing, drawing, naming, and recognizing, and poor spatial and visual perception.
ooh, yeah, but it's not visual perception. It's like visual memory or
Yeah,
visual
yeah,
image construction.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what part of the brain does that. I don't know what part of the brain this affects.
I
That
don't
would have
even
been a
know
good
that
thing for
we
us to know.
necessarily have to know.
No, we don't have to, but it would have been helpful.
Wouldn't it have been?
Could have gotten us there more quickly, perhaps. Boy,
I mean,
there's
it's a
all kinds of stuff in
tremendous
here.
page.
It really is. It is
With
not quite as long as Edison, but really, really long page. Cerebral cortex, cerebellum, brainstem, glial glands, the glia, neurons. Gosh, pituitary gland, pineal gland. You mentioned that, didn't you? How about medical history? That's on here.
Ooh,
That'll help us. Not the history of medicine, just like one's medical history.
gotcha.
Medical imaging. So that's not imagining, but imaging.
Ooh, a gamma knife.
Gamma knife. That's what the Hulk uses.
That's under no, that's under radiation therapy.
Ah, Hulk
Mm.
gamma knife. That's his famous catchphrase.
Oh yeah, that was the
Remember-
early drafts of Avengers.
I remember when he does that.
He did.
Oh yeah. Oh man, now I'm getting into all the cancer sections, which is just amazing. And can we get through this quickly? Yes, yes. There's genetics on here. There's some genetic stuff. Chromosomes. Do you know about the chromosomes? Are you seeing anything that relates? I don't even know what to call the topic of like picturing like mind's eye. Like what is that called? Like what is that technically called? Do we know?
The mind's eye.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's called the mind's eye. I don't know that
Oh,
there's.
there's no like
I mean,
scientific term for that
there
idea.
could be something like visual thinking or
Mm,
something.
hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's super fascinating. I mean, this is like the rest of the podcast could just be us poring over this page in search of the perfect length to take us out of here.
Yeah, that's possible, especially because I don't know enough about the brain to know. Like I could be looking at something that is the perfect path straight to it, and I wouldn't have any idea, right? Because
Fair
I don't know,
enough.
I don't know. What do I know from brains?
What do you know from brains?
I don't know brains.
Brains.
Show me this. Oh, this is just a bunch of different. That's not going to help me. Show me this. Oh, what is this? Endocrine system. That's not particularly helpful. Yeah, these are just additional types of tumors. Okay, the purple boxes are not particularly helpful. As much of a cheat as they are, I had to check them.
Aha! You keep getting sucked in.
I do. All right. So, what do you think? What are you thinking here? I think brain or one of these brain sections of the brain are the way to go.
Which section of the brain, though?
Well, that's a fantastic question. Let's see. So, frontal lobe looks like it deals with reasoning, appropriate social behavior, personality, planning,
That's not
inhibition.
visual. Frontal lobe
No,
is like the
I
last
agree.
thing
I
to
agree.
evolve.
I know, but I'm reading these things off. Temporal lobe, poor memory, loss of hearing, difficulty in language comprehension. So and Wernicke's area, that's just the
Wernicke's
speech
area.
area. Wernicke's?
Yeah. Wernicke's
Okay.
area and Broca's area, I
Okay.
believe, are both speech areas.
Yep. So parietal lobe, poor interpretation of language, difficulty with speaking, writing, drawing,
Isn't
naming,
it the
recognizing.
cerebellum?
The cerebellum, balance, muscle movement, and posture? Probably not.
Hmm.
I would guess not for that. Now, we do have the occipital lobe. Damage to that lobe can result in poor vision or loss of vision. Now, I know you were saying it's not vision, but are those things connected? Because I know oftentimes in the brain, the things that process our actual stimuli also process the versions of those that aren't the actual, right? They're like when I close my eyes and picture something, isn't it the same
Yeah.
part of my brain that I'm using as when I'm actually looking at something?
It's certainly a fair question.
So occipital lobe may be the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, the logic is spot on.
There's no logic. I'm guessing. Do you want to go to that, or you want to just go to brain? Because we could just go to brain and just be a little more general about it, and then maybe
Yeah, I
find
mean,
out more when we get into the brain.
the challenge with like brain is that we're going to be in the same position we are with brain tumor, that it's a gigantic page. At least with occipital lobe, we've got vision as a connection to it, so it's going to get us to other vision issues.
I'm down, man. I'll do it.
So I would say occipital lobe is the way to go. All right. So a slightly more modest page here. Yeah.
Yeah, occipital lobe.
It's one of four major lobes in the cerebral cortex, the brain of mammals.
Yeah.
Visual processing center is one of the first links right there, though.
Well, there you go. It's not brain science.
You're exactly wrong about that.
Primary visual cortex, I see in here. Function, let's see, visual cortex. Processing the what in vision while the dorsal stream handles the where and how. Retinal sensors, lateral, oh boy. Functional neuroimaging. Oh, that's actual neuroimaging. Never mind. That's looking at
that's
the actual
imaging
thing.
your brain from outside your brain as opposed to from inside your brain.
Yep.
So there is a link to hallucinations.
Oh.
Which is interesting. There's also like color agnosia and movement agnosia, which are difficulties of perception of the visual system. It's not exactly the same as aphantasia, but it's kind of in that direction. As well as agraphia.
Yeah, I saw that, agraphia. I was wondering if that had some sort of...
But that's more about writing, so I don't know that that's our our huckleberry, as it were.
Our huckleberry. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'm looking down again in those purple boxes just to see what's in there, but it's all parts of the brain. So that's not going to help us at all because we don't know what they are. I see alpha wave linked in here. The lunate sulcus. Oh, I don't know what that is. All right, so interesting. So where are you thinking?
I mean, just because I don't know enough about uh, the functioning of the individual parts of the brain, I would want to stay more at a functional level. So something like hallucination, I feel like is a bit more up my alley. Um,
What
but I
what
also do
about
want to
this?
look at the gray area, the purple areas down here.
What about this movement agnosia or achinotop achin achinotopsia or
My
motion
concern,
blindness, an extremely rare neurophysiological disorder having only been documented in a handful of medical cases in which a patient cannot perceive motion in their visual field. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound right. That
I
doesn't
mean,
sound right.
the challenge is like it's not about the non-functioning of the
No,
eyes.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
Um,
It's not even about the non-functioning of the brain, right? It's just the brain processing this not even well, it is stimuli, but in a different way, not creating images in the brain. Uh, yeah, ability to communicate through
I'm
writing,
gonna go
photography.
with hallucination as
All right,
my pick.
let's do it. Let's go to hallucination.
This is under clinical significance. There is a area that says hallucinations.
Interesting. So I
Hallucination is
wonder.
a perception in the absence of an external stimulus that has a compelling sense of reality. Phenomenon pseudo hallucination, which does not mimic real perception, is accurately perceived as unreal. Illusion. Oh, so there is a link to mental imagery, which I feel like strong candidate for a place to
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I feel like that's definitely gonna be the way to go, unless it's on this page already.
It's certainly possible. Who's to say?
Because I wonder if does one experience hallucinations, visual hallucinations, if they have aphantasia?
I mean, it would it would be interesting because like particularly if you took like a drug that is famous for inducing visual hallucination. Well, let's get Brett back online and ask him if he's ever taken mushrooms or
Sure.
LSD, and get an update on that. There's a link to neurological disorders, but again,
Yeah,
like
I don't think
to
it's
your
just a
point,
disorder
like is it a
though.
disorder or is it just
Yeah.
a different way of being?
Yeah, I think it's just a
You
different I
know,
think it's just a different way of being. That'd be my take on it, but
oh,
not
you're so
reading
well.
not reading everything about it, I guess I don't know for sure, but it doesn't seem to be a disorder.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't seem to be classified as a disorder. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't even know what you need to do to be considered a disorder versus not, versus a different state.
Hmm.
But I'm starting to like your what was it, mental imagery?
Yeah.
I mean, that's starting to feel like the way to go because I'm not seeing there's a lot of sensory deprivation is on here, but that's not going to help us. Non-celiac gluten sensitivity, in case you want
There
to
you go.
talk about that for a while, we can.
Shout out to our non-celiac gluten sensitives out there.
That's right. That's right. Hallucinogenic drugs, as you were just mentioning, are on here. Hearing impairment and see also. I'm checking the see alsos here, but they're in alphabetic order, so it does not seem to be on here unless it's hidden. I guess I could look at I should look at the purples. I don't want to, but I
Look at those
will.
purples.
What do you got, purple? Anything for me? Hallucination. We got smell, taste, auditory, tactile, visual, sensory processing disorder. That was the thing you said, right?
Uh no, I said mental imagery.
Oh, no, no, no. But I thought you had mentioned a different thing. Then we were discussing whether it was a disorder or not, and I felt
Gotcha.
that it was not.
So
But it's
there
not,
is a
it isn't
link
even
to
sensory. So yeah.
there is a link to anosmia, which is the also known as smell blindness. But I don't think that is. I mean, it's maybe similar in a broad. So synesthesia is also linked here, which is the perceptual phenomenon wherein stimulation of one sense is interpreted via another. So like you're hearing color and seeing sound, things like that. But yeah, I feel like mental imagery is probably the way to go.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. After looking through
All
the
right.
page,
So it is in the first paragraph there. Mental imagery. Click away. Here we go. We got it. Here we are on this page. Ooh, look at that. David Hume is listed here.
the David Hume.
The David Hume, Scottish philosopher.
Sure.
David Hume. Canterbury Tales, Chaucer. Come on now.
Yeah, come on. Get on it, Chaucer.
All right. I am. Oh, the pineal gland. Near-death experiences. The condition wherein a person lacks mental imagery is called aphantasia.
Yeah, a term first suggested in a 2015 study. I didn't realize it was that new.
But the phenomenon was first described by Francis Galton in 1880.
Oh, there you go. So it's not that new, but we just didn't have this particular term for it. This is interesting. They have like a little scale of how people visualize things. And it's like a little person's head with like an apple, like a very specific picture of an apple in it. And then the next one's like just kind of a red apple with a leaf. And the next one's a gray apple. And the next one's just an outline of an apple. And then the last one is just nothing. And representing how people have different visualization abilities, picture an apple in their mind. Crazy stuff, man. This is so, I've never heard of this, and I think it's fascinating.
Oh my God, Penn Jillette.
Is that right?
He's far more famous than Ed Catmull.
I feel like, yes.
Oh, good heavens. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole section on notable people. Wow. Look at that. There's a whole list of notable people. And Penn
John
Jillette,
Green.
Yeah, first person I recognize, though.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
Then. Well, we did it, Matt. We have arrived near. Now, all that remains is the tallying of the clicks. And
Jethro, it took us 7. What did you guess, buddy?
Here's my challenge. I've been off the last few weeks. Sure. So today I decided to tighten it up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm going to lock it down and I'm going to guess a good number. And I guessed 5 and I was way off.
You guessed 5? Well, I guess 6.
Damn you, Hartman.
Yeah.
Damn you.
Yeah. I thought for sure you would have guessed 7 because I was like, well, this is the day. And I was like, oh, it took us 7. Oh, well. But 5, you had some real faith in us, man. You thought that Transcendental Youth was a lot closer to aphantasia than it really was, I guess.
Indeed. Well, in my defense, I was wrong.
That's good defense. I like that.
Well, my client is guilty. The defense rests, Your Honor.
All right. Well, case dismissed. This is great. This is a fantastic thing. I love learning new stuff, and this was definitely something brand new to me. So I cannot wait to actually read a little bit more about this because I am fascinated by it. But next week we'll start here, and we'll head off into who knows where. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody knows where we're going to go.
No one knows.
I'm excited about it, man. So I'll see you then.
I'll see you. I can't wait to go moisten my bed now and come back.
Oh, Lord.